Part 2 of our stretch session. Now we're going to show you what stretches you can do at home if you have a panel mat, or if you have enough blankets you can stack up to have an elevated surface, or if you want to put your pillow on top of a step outside and have something that's elevated like a panel mat. This is what we can do at home. We're going to start down low, we're going to start with our legs, we're going to start with our calves. So we're going to have a flex foot, we're going to put our foot up like this on the mat, and we're just going to kind of lean forward into the mat, really feeling the stretch in the back of our calf. The more you lean into it, the more we're going to feel it. So don't be afraid of leaning forward. If you fall forward, whoa, put your hands down. We're just going to hold each stretch for about 15 seconds once again. We're going to switch it up, other leg. Putting the ball of our foot up on the mat, not just our toe. We don't want to stretch out the toes. We want to stretch out the calf first. If you can't feel it, you might need to adjust your foot. Everybody has a little different of an angle they need. Everybody has a different length of leg, different shape muscle, so figure out what works best for you. Once we've gone through and we've finished the calves, we are moving on to the hamstrings. Oh, we're going to go to the front of the ankles. We're going to the front of the ankles. So we're going to put our toe on the mat. We're just going to kind of sit down, or we're going to lean back. We're just going to put as much weight onto it as we can, being safe, not trying to hurt our ankle. Just lean back, really stretch out the front of the ankle. We can turn it from side to side and get all angles. And we'll switch it up, other foot. If you're feeling a little bit unstable, you can put yourself next to the wall, maybe hold somebody's hand. Put your hands on your hips and think really hard about balance. Squeeze, that's a good one. Nice, front of the ankles. Next thing, we're going to move down to the hamstrings. We're going to step up on the mat. We're just going to reach down, try to get our hands as flat as we can. So first, just kind of reach down to the toes. Reach down, try to touch the mat. We want to avoid bobbing. We don't necessarily want to bob. We just want to stay extended, stay down as flat as we can. So down, down, down. We might start getting our fingers or our knuckles. If we need to release, we'll release for a little bit. Take a couple deep breaths. We'll exhale. Try to get those hands as flat as we can. And we'll move it on from there. Shake out your legs if you need to shake them out. If we can get flat, we'll start trying to hold and stay flat for 2 seconds. Next time, stay flat for 3, then 4. And just start trying to build up the endurance. After we've stretched out our hamstrings, we're going to go to the front of the leg. We're going to turn. We're going to be almost in a lunge. We're going to have our knee up on the mat. We're going to grab a hold of the back foot. We're going to grab with one hand. Then we're going to reach around, grab with 2 hands. Trying to keep our shoulders back. We're going to pull our foot close. We're just going to kind of lean forward into it. Keeping a good lunge, making sure our knee's not too far over our toe. And just lean into it. Most people will lean more than others. Just get to where you think is comfy. And then we'll switch it up. Other leg lunge. Grabbing the other foot. Reach around 2 hands. If you can only grab with one hand and you want to keep one hand on the knee, feel a little bit more stable, we'll stay here. Eventually we'll graduate on to grabbing with 2 hands and really leaning into it. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Nice, stretching out the quads. We'll shake our legs out from there. Shake them out, shake them out. We can sit in the tight stretch again. Put our heels up on the mat. Just add a little bit of elevation to our regular tight stretch. We can point our feet and lean into it. We can flex our toes and really pull ourselves forward. Whichever one's going to feel best for you. Ugh. We're going to slide our feet apart, separate our feet a little bit. We're going to grab the insides and we're going to pull ourselves, trying to pull our face down all the way to the floor. Close as we can. Pull, 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 pull. Nice. A little bit tight. We'll go through the legs, we'll go through the shoulders. So we'll shake out our arms. We'll come here, hands and knees. We'll put our hands flat up on the mat. We'll put our head through. Just trying to open up our shoulders, really tuck that chin. Get those arms back as far back behind your head as you can. Pick up one hand and we'll lean into it. Lean towards that armpit. Switch it up. Other hand. Lean in towards that armpit. Try tucking our chin through. Just really stretching out those shoulders. Alright, shake them out, shake them out. And we'll put our one hand up on the mat. We'll take one arm straight through. And we're going to lay on our arm, kind of like we're laying on our shoulder. We just want to keep our arm straight. If we have a bent arm, we're not going to feel it too much. So keep that arm as straight and solid as you can. Laying on that good shoulder. Switch it up. Other arm, straight arm. Turn it around. Put both of our hands up on the mat. Keep our fingers as close as we can together. We're going to scoot away from the mat or walk our hands across the mat. Just try to get our hands far away from us. Shake those arms out. Else you think we can add? Splits? We'll go through over splits, yes. So once we're all stretched out, we're going to go back through our lunges, back through our over splits. So we're going to hop up in the right leg lunge. Just trying to keep our hips down, push our hips down through the floor. Hips down, hips down, hips down.
I like this.
Ooh, that's a nice one. Really open up the back. Back hip. Lean back into it. We'll straighten that leg out again, just so you can sit back. Put both hands up on the mat. We'll lay down on our front leg. As far forward and down as you can. You can grab the mat and pull yourself to it. That'd be awesome. If you're in my boat, we're just kind of hanging out. Just try to walk those fingers as far forward as you can. There, we're going to open up all the way, slide that back foot out, go right leg over split, keep that back foot straight behind us, keep our back knee tucked under. We'll try to walk our hands back if we can, pull our shoulders back behind us. If we can start trying to look up at the ceiling, we'll look up at the ceiling, keeping both shoulders back, not just one. If we can't get our shoulders back, we'll just hang out here with our hands up on the mat. Ugh. Really focus on breathing through it. Switch it up. Shake the leg out if you need it. Left leg lunge. Nice deep lunge, hips down to the ground. About 15 seconds in, we'll straighten that leg. Nose down to your knee. Straighter than mine.
Much straighter than his.
Hands on the mat if you can. Shoulders back if you can. Otherwise, we're just hanging out.
If you really want to challenge yourself, you can pick your arms up for 10 seconds.
And we'll come on out.
Middle split.
And last one, not least, middle split. So we're going to have our favorite foot up on the inside of the mat, or up on the mat. Looking for this nice straight line. We want to be on the insides of our feet. So we're letting ourselves slide down. We put our elbows down and just try to get our hips and our chest as close to the floor as we can.
A middle split is different than a straddle or a toe touch shape. Your middle split, your knees are facing forward. They are not facing the ceiling.
After that, come on out. Shake it all out. Jump around if you need to. Thanks for tuning in.